Hi, folks. This is Alan from the Ages of Rock podcast. We're here at the Nashville Rock and Pod Expo, and I've got Andre Labelle here. How you doing, sir?
How you doing, man? Thanks for having me.
Glad to have you, man. Tell our listeners what you do and what you've got going on.
Well, I just finished recording with Andy Sussmill. He's a German guitarist. That's the most recent thing I've done, and I've been out there a few times and rolling with that. Also, Tim Williams is a new artist that I'm recording with, guitarist, great guitarist from Virginia. I grew up playing with him when I was a teenager, and we got back together and started doing some recordings, so I'm looking forward to that. And just a lot of different session work, just hanging in there, man.
Right on. Now, you've worked with Robert Fleischman, right?
Oh, definitely. Man, I'm very proud of that work. Yeah.
Tell us about what you've done with him.
Yeah, well, I did 2 albums with him. The first one is just self-titled. The band's called The Sky, and the second album is called Majestic. But the name of the group is The Sky, and those 2 records are out there right now, still available. And that's some of the best work I've done. Robert, I've known him since I played with Vinnie Vincent. He was the first singer of Vinnie Vincent.
Right, that's my favorite Vinnie Vincent album.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, man. And Robert, he's a sweetheart. I've known the guy for a long time now, since '90.
Yeah, now The Sky is S-K-Y-Y, correct?
It's just S-K-Y, just like it would normally be spelled.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think there might be another band that's got 2 Y's in it.
Oh, really?
So
they got that extra Y.
Disregard that, folks.
Yeah, it's just S-K-Y. You got it.
Now, besides Robert and the other projects you've got going on, who are some other artists that you've worked with?
Oh, well, some of the earlier bands that I would like to mention, when I was a kid, I played in a band called Black Rose, and my brother, Gene LaBelle, was the guitarist of that, and Bruce Henn is a bass player, our dear friend. I was 10, 11, 12 years old, and we were out playing clubs. And then after that, I played with a band called Axworthy, which was this band is legendary in Virginia as far as playing around the circuit back in the early 80s. But after playing with those groups, I moved to California, and I was out there for about 12, 13 years, and that's where I ended up playing with Vinnie Vincent. Did a bit of studio work with a project with Richie Kotzen. Josh Todd and I were in a band together called Slamhound just before they rolled with Buck Cherry. And just a lot of session work, a lot of studio work.
Right on. Who are some of your influences?
You know, man, that would be everybody. When I was growing up, the first drummer that I listened to, needless to say, was Peter Criss. Huge Kiss fan, man. That's the reason I started playing.
That's most of us.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I'm 10 years old in 1976, so that was right in the height of it. But after that, I mean, I got into anybody you can imagine. And then as I got like in my 30s and 40s, listening to Steve Gadd and Dave Weckl and Dennis Chambers, the legends of jazz and all those greats, no doubt. I mean, so really very diverse. I like everything.
Where can our listeners find you online?
You can just Google my name, Andre Labelle, and or maybe put Andre Labelle drums. But I have a website out there. But these days, the way, which is amazing, the way the internet works. I mean, all they have to do is type my name in, and they'll be able to find it.
Right.
Which is awesome.
And that's A-N-D-R-E.
So A-N-D-R-E-L-A-B-E-L-L-E.
Right on. Thanks for taking a few minutes out of your day and having a chat.
Awesome, brother. Yeah, thank you, man.
Peace out, brother. All right, this is Alan at ROCKNPOD. I've got 3 members of Roxy Blue here, and I've got 2 of them on the microphone. So, fellas, introduce yourselves and tell us what you've got going on right now.
Well, this is Todd Poole from Roxy Blue, and I just actually rolled in town, and man, I'm ready to have a good time all day. We're going to play a little acoustic music for you guys later, and happy to be here, man.
Right on.
Josh Weil, I'm the bass player for Roxy Blue. I currently have a large mint in my mouth, so if I sound funny, that's why.
And I'm Jeff Carn, guitar player. Just glad to be here. Thank you.
And you guys just put out an album, correct?
We did, man. It came out yesterday, so we're stoked, man. 27 years, and our first studio record in 27 years, and man, just glad to be alive, man.
I would say you guys are showing your age, but I think we're all about the same age.
Oh yeah, man. Look, man, we feel good. I think we look good too. So I mean, but we're just happy to be alive. I mean, we went through a lot in our lives, man, and you know, there was times in our life. I know Josh and I can definitely say we're lucky to be alive.
Yeah, it was really rough on me because I was 9 years old when the first record came out. So, you know.
Well, tell us a little about your new album.
I mean, the new album consists of 11 rock and roll tracks, man. I mean, it's rock and roll from top to bottom. We don't sound anything like we did really back in the day. It's got a little touch of the old Roxy, but after 27 years, we're new and improved Roxy Blue and looking to move on and to phase 2 and no one-offs here, man. We're ready to rock and roll forever.
Yeah, it's different, and it's, you know, if we would have tried to do Want Some Too and make it sound like the first record, it would not have been genuine.
I think it would have been plastic, yeah. I don't think it would.
That's the only complaint we've gotten, and that from very few people. We've gotten a really good reception for the record, but, you know, it's been 27 years, and we've grown as musicians and as people, and it just, you know, Todd wrote the record basically, and we wrote our parts to it, and evidently we've all gotten a little bit heavier.
Yeah, that's good though.
Not weight-wise, although that's
Let me ask you a question. In 27 years, how many things are you still doing that you did 27 years ago?
I still wake up alive every morning.
Okay, well we got that in common, and I don't drive the same car I drove in 1992. So I mean, you know, I've always said this, man. You know, in 27 years, life can scar you in good ways and bad ways. So that gives you a good opportunity to put it down on paper and put it down on a recording, and I think that's what we did on this record.
Right. So what caused you guys to decide after 27 years to get back together and do something?
Brett Michaels. Actually, we did a show with Brett Michaels, and that kind of kick-started the whole thing. And then, ironically enough, while we were at rehearsals for the Brett Michaels show, we got a call from Nick Teeter of Frontiers and said, hey, man, we want to sign you guys. And we were like, hey, man, this is cool. Let's do it. Let's make a record. And that's basically where it is. It's that simple.
Oh, that's very cool. Are you guys working on a tour or anything right now?
We are working on playing live as much as possible. I've been in negotiations all week about a new agent, so we'll see what happens. I mean, yeah, I think that's our main concern right now. We made the record. We don't want to play live, man. That's all it's about. You know.
Right on. You guys got a website or social media presence you want to talk about?
Yeah, you know any of them?
Yeah, let me pull them up.
Yo, here I got.
He's got to pull. He's got to pull up his Google device.
Well, you can actually you can go to our Facebook page and it's got all of them on there, okay? But we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram. It is RoxyBlueMemphis.com for our website. So, and you can go to YouTube and like our new videos. We got 2 new videos out. We got How Does It Feel and our newest one, Rockstar Junkie. So,
right
check
on.
it out, man.
And you can get the record on the Frontier site or at Amazon.
Right on.
And we would like everyone listening to buy 1 copy for themselves and 1 for a family member. It would be a great gift for all.
See, now this man knows how to market.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah,
must be
yeah.
a Gene Simmons fan.
I'm a bass player.
Well, me too, brother.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, I always say the bass players are the coolest guy in the band.
We're quiet, but we're smart.
I'm not going to argue with that.
So you guys going to gang up on us now?
No. I'm also a drummer, so we got that.
Actually,
we got that going for us too.
It's all rhythm
I'm a
section.
drummer too. I tell you what, though, my bass is always my favorite instrument, and it's the one instrument I've really never played that much of. So
There you go.
How would I when I got him playing?
That makes sense.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate this time you guys give us.
Dude, you rock. Thank you so much for
Thank
having
you, brother.
us, man.
Yep.
We'll see
So
you all day, right?
That's RoxyBlueMemphis.com.
RoxyBlueMemphis.com, and you can go to our Facebook page, and man, all of our info's on our Facebook page, and so go there, and we're gonna play live in a little bit, so you're gonna hang out, right?
That's right. I'll be here all day. I'm
All
playing
day
live
long.
later tonight. So
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
appreciate it.
This is Bill coming at you from the ROCKNPOD Expo 3. Our guest, Jeff Buehner. is holding up the information so I can make sure I say it right, which I really appreciate because we had to start. I usually don't start that stuff over, so I'm glad Alan let me do that because usually he's like, no, just go with it.
That's all good, man. Not a word. It's people don't usually get it on the first try, so.
My last name's Algie.
Algie?
Yeah, which is spelled Algee, and you would be surprised that people get it's butchered all the time.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they put an R in there, allergy. They put all kinds of shit in there, and it's like, no, it's pretty much like it says.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
So Jeff, talk about. So what are you doing, man? How's the expo for you? What do you think?
It's awesome, man. I came down here. Tom Hazard asked me to come down here, and I got a brand new band and coming out of Portland, Oregon right now, and so I'm like, I'm working with Tom Hazard. He works with David Ellison.
Yeah.
And we're working with him on some marketing and cool stuff. He's helping me out, getting our name out there for us a little bit. We're actually on the sampler that's on your badge right there.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. So got a couple songs on there. The band's called The Loyal Order.
Okay.
And I've got a song on there called Ready for Dead, which has got a music video out on YouTube and Facebook, and it's kind of blown up on Facebook. It's got 175,000 views.
Wow.
Since March. Yeah, it's doing well. And then the other song is a song called Shavaktani, and it's a really heavy hard rock song. Shavaktani is a Hebrew word.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like things are going well.
Good.
Yeah.
So you're not 20.
No.
So you've been around the business for a bit.
Yep, I have.
Yeah?
I sure have. Yeah. I'm a bass player by trade, and in the Loyal Order, I'm the singer.
Oh, that's why you're sitting here because they usually never let bass players sit anywhere. They always have to sit in the.
That's why I did it.
They're in the back. He's a bass player, so
Hey, I resemble that.
I do too. I feel for you, man. I've been doing it for years, yeah, and I've played around a lot in the Northwest and on the West Coast. Worked with several bands. A band called the Russian Brides that didn't quite launch as far as we wanted it to. A band called, and before that, a band called the Dragonflies, which is a pop punk band.
Oh, cool.
And we did a lot of West Coast stuff. Had radio play around the country, and it was just at the point that it was about to blow up, and it somehow molecularly disassembled.
Wow.
At that point, it was too bad because it was a great band. We had a song on a New Line Cinema soundtrack. And
cool.
Things like that. And anyway, so since then, though, I've been playing bass, and I work with a girl named Delana from. She's actually from South Africa, but she lives in Holland now. I tour with her a little bit here and there when she's in the States, and. This band, The Loyal Order, just kind of started off as I was asked to write a song for a reality show. And I pulled my friend Brandon Cook, who also plays with Black and Blue, in, and I said, I need a good heavy guitar hook. And he delivered within a few days, and we wrote the song, and I went in to I wrote the lyrics and the melody and stuff, and of course the bass part.
Yeah. Go figure.
Yeah. And I went in to track the vocals, and I did a scratch vocal, what they call a scratch vocal track in the studio, and for whoever was going to sing it. And the producer was like, why don't you just do it? And I'm like, well, dude, I'm a bass player. He's like, no, you need to do this. This is good. So that's what happened. And the show ended up being, our first song ended up being this like regional hit for this like reality show. Is an outdoor hunting show, is that what it was, or outdoor sports.
Mm-hmm.
And since then 11 other songs have happened.
Wow.
And we just finished recording the record, but now we're adding one more song, a song called Godfather, that was going to be a tribute to Lemmy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I got a surprise with that coming up, but I can't talk about it yet. One of the people that's going to be involved with the recording of the song.
Yeah.
But yeah, things are cooking, man.
Cool.
I'm excited.
Awesome.
Yeah, things are moving.
So are you playing bass while you're lead singing too?
No.
No. Okay. So you're not doing the whole Jack Blades thing.
No, because there's a lot of. Well, first of all, because I'm kind of a freshman, sophomore singer.
Yeah.
I just want to I want to focus on that, and I'm sure the bass player here understands what pocket is, and if you're singing and playing bass, it's really easy to sacrifice 10% of your pocket for which locks the band together,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And I'm really religious about that. And so it was a sacrifice that I was willing to make, you know. And I just enlisted Patrick Young from Black and Blue to do our first show with us, and hopefully he'll stick it out with us. So,
Oh, cool.
And he's a great bass player. He's one of my, I've always looked up to him since I moved to Portland, Oregon. He was one of the guys that I was like, okay, he's cool. I'm going to follow him, you know.
Yeah, cool. Awesome.
Yep.
So, are there any tour plans, or are you just doing stuff up there in the Northeast or any Northwest? Or?
The Northwest. Right now, what we're doing is we're doing our first show, and it's with Puddle of Mud.
Oh.
So it's
Not a bad hookup for the first show.
No, not at all. So we're going to do that, and I'm sure it'll go well. And then after that, we're going to start looking at some Los Angeles shows. And, I mean, it's basically this band is it's ready to go when we're ready to go, you know?
Yeah. Cool.
And so I've just been focusing really hard. Instead of developing the band live, I've been developing the band in the studio. And, you know, we're working with a label up there. We have our own independent label, and then we're working with a distribution company up there, through the Orchard, which is a really cool thing. So we signed a deal with the Orchard through our distribution company called Vaughn Artists. And from there, we're going to just kind of wait and see how it all goes. We're looking at doing the European kind of circuit next summer, and it all kind of ties together with that song that I was telling you about. You know, that's just kind of where we're at with it now.
Cool.
So,
Where can people find you?
you can go on Facebook to The Loyal Order. Find The Loyal Order on Facebook. We have theloyalorder.com. The fastest way to see our new music video for Ready for Dead is on the Loyal Order page. Or feel free to look me up, Jeff Buehner, JEFFBUEHNER, on Facebook, and you'll see everything right there too. So whatever's easy for you. So,
all right.
But yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for stopping by.
You bet,
checking
man.
us out, and hopefully we'll help get some stuff out for you.
All right, I appreciate
All right,
it.
man.
Yeah, give it a listen and let me know what you think.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, buddy.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you.